And once again, Colette is defying all logic with her insane amount of luck. Yeah, just as soon as you think she's breaking that habit of being way too convenient, she goes ahead and just does a new thing. But anyway, hey guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Symphonia. In the last episode, we infiltrated the Iselia human ranch and took out Forcystus, who met a quite gruesome end by falling. Yeah, I don't want to know what's down there, but it's probably not pleasant. And in this episode, we're heading back out of the human ranch, and thankfully, these are no longer activated. So there's not much dodging involved in getting back to the beginning of this area, except for the monsters. The monsters are still kind of here. I like how I call the designs monsters, but I guess that's not too far off. But yeah, they're just kind of hanging around, hanging out, being like, hey man, what's up? What's up? But thankfully they're slow and we don't really need to work too hard to dodge them. In fact, we're pretty much done right about now. So head on out. And that, oh, okay, that almost got me. And out.
Lloyd, I'm glad to see you're okay.
Yeah, all we need to do now is contact Sheena and...
You will do no such thing.
No!
I am one of the 5 Grand Cardinals. I won't die so easily. I'm taking all of you inferior beings with me.
So, this is how the great Desian hero Forcystus meets his end. I'm disappointed.
I see. I get it now. I wondered how a mere human could exude the smell of mana. You're Kratos.
What of it?
Lord Yggdrasil trusted you, yet in the end you betray us. This is why humans can never be trusted. No! You bastard! Lord Yggdrasil, glory to the new age of half-elves.
Colette, are you okay? What's that?
No! Don't look! Don't look at me!
Lloyd, send a message, quickly.
But Colette...
The Chosen won't die yet, but if you don't hurry, this world will. Now do it.
All right.
That's a signal. Disciple of everlasting ice. Hammer of godly thunder. Servant of Mother Earth. Envoy from the dark abyss. I command thee, gatherest before me and unleash thine power. Okay, guys, I'm counting on you.
Fire
You mustn't get up.
What was that cry?
Martell, I would assume. The out-of-control Great Seed is Martell herself.
I wonder...
The Great Seed is once again bound in the holy ground of Karlan. For that, I owe you my gratitude. Thank you. It seems that you have managed to save the Great Seed as well as this world.
If the Great Seed is intact, then I presume Martell, who's fused with it, is safe as well?
I'm sure that's good news for you. I wish I could say the same for me.
Colette, it looks like things have settled down.
It's gross, isn't it? It's disgusting, isn't it? It's...
It's not at all.
Stay away! Don't look at me!
Colette!
It's okay, she just fainted. Let's take her back to the village.
To Iselia? But Lloyd and I were banished.
Colette's home is in Iselia. Besides, we can't just leave behind the people who were held at the ranch.
All right, let's go to Iselia.
Then I'll notify Sheena to meet you at Iselia. Farewell for now.
I see. So the angels of Crucius were really half-elves.
Please don't tell anyone about this. We don't want to start a panic.
Indeed. Especially now that the Tower of Salvation is gone. I wouldn't dare tell people the truth.
Tower of Salvation is gone?
After that frightening earthquake, the tower disappeared from the eastern sky, along with that monstrosity.
How could it disappear?
I don't know. The Chosen never completed the ritual of regeneration. The Crucius core system, which controls the appearance of the tower, may have malfunctioned. It is of little consequence.
No, it's not. It's a tremendous shock to the people of Silverhand. After a giant earthquake sunders the land, the symbol of salvation vanishes. The Chosen will be held responsible.
Why? Lots of other Chosen have failed up till now, too.
The others have paid for their failure with their lives. But Colette is still alive.
When people are suffering, they feel the need to place the blame on someone.
It is not fair to Colette.
I'm gonna go see what's going on in the village.
I'll go too.
Let's all go together then. Sounds like it's a bit sketchy for you to be walking around by yourself.
I'll stay here. Go on.
Oh boy, this is not going to bode well with us being in Iselia again. Talk to Kratos, he says, good luck. And that's it. He says nothing else. Be careful, good luck and be careful. Great things to be told in your own little tiny hometown. If we try to go and see Colette, we get stopped by Kratos. Lloyd, how about giving the Chosen some time? You're right. He does care! Now that things are settling down a little bit, and now that we're in kind of a more cheerful atmosphere, I guess if you can call it, can I just mention one thing? Regal's face. Regal's face. While everything is going down, I can't help but stare at Regal's face, and I'm so sorry, but that kind of... that made something that's supposed to be serious... You haven't fixed this building yet? Excuse me? What have you people been doing this whole time? It's probably been like, what? Half a year since we've been exiled and that building is still in shambles? The Tower of Salvation disappeared along with that monstrous tree. It's the end of the world! I don't know about the end of the world, but certainly the end of this village. Look at this place! This place is in shambles! What the frick have you people been doing, you backwater hicks? No wonder Zelos is all uppity about this place. To be honest, I have mixed feelings. Yeah, me too, lady, you get it. This old granny gets it. She understands my plight right now. Some chosen of regeneration she turned out to be. The world isn't being saved at all. In fact, excuse me, but screw you. Maybe screw you? The professor and Colette are finally back, so why does everyone look so mad? Oh, the glory of a child. Come in here and you want to see some nostalgia? Yep. Look at all of this. I can max out my entire inventory with all of these things, and I would have money to spare. Look at that. Look at all this. So you can buy things from here. Like, I don't know why you would, except for maybe the ingredients. In fact, I think I will pick up some of these ingredients just because I can, and I want to buy something in my hometown. There, I bought something. Maybe that can go towards, I don't know, fixing your buildings. Don't you guys have tax or anything like that? Oh my god. So, needless to say, I'm a little bit bitter about this place. Oh, speaking of bitter, nobody's happy. And Chocolat is there too. Oh boy, that's gonna be a thing. It seems Palmacosta was destroyed by that monstrous tree. It was the biggest city in Silverant, so Palmacosta suffered some really negative effects, and we only saw that super briefly. Well, they may not accept you in some other cities, but here at least you are always welcome. Tell that. Wait, this is your hometown? Come back in here. Excuse me, but tell that to the exile I had going on just about like 10 minutes ago. Man, I have nothing but snark for this entire area. This is terrible. I'm so sorry. I know this is supposed to be like super serious and crap, but like, wow. Iselia is like the most backwater, oh my god, what are you doing with your lives attitude. Blah blah blah, but things seems pretty tense here. So he's a traveler. Oh, I can't even go near the exit. I just wanted to talk to the guy. You didn't have to scold me. She even had someone like Kratos helping her, and she's still... excuse me, you do not know the full story. Just putting that out there right now. Man, this place really took a beating. That's really sad. The people from Iselia Ranch are staying at the school for now, but I'm afraid the designs may take notice. Well, I mean, they're kind of dead. You know, I don't think that'll be much of an issue. What's this? This is just another building. Okay, cool. This doesn't help me at all. And now, it's time to face the music of everyone's anger. This is an outrage! Those who were banished returning without permission. The Chosen failed atrociously. It's the end of the world. Well, he certainly hasn't changed. And on top of all of that, people we thought were elves are actually half-elves? I bet you were the ones that led the Designs here to attack this village. What did you say? Mayor, he's only a child. It doesn't matter if he's a child, he's a half-elf. I've heard enough from you. Now listen. It's true the professor and Genus are half-elves, but so what? There are good half-elves just as there are bad humans, like you. Humph, what does a kid know? You were raised by a dwarf, and you were apparently raised by a monster. It's no wonder you caused the Chosen to fail her journey. And you even brought a bunch of dirty prisoners back here. You know what? This guy can take his stupid toupee cap hat and shove it. It's intolerable how much pain you've caused the good humans of this village. Well, what? That's enough. You're just complaining about everything. Does any part of you besides your mouth even work? That's what Viagra's for. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you tell him I've had all I can handle of this chump. You criticize and attack people for their birth and upbringing, things they cannot change. It is you who are not human. What? We have an arrangement with the Designs. I have a duty to protect this village, isn't that right? Tell that to all of the buildings that are still burnt down. Everywhere. What the frick, man? Say something! Yeah! Half the half the village is burned to the ground! Genus is the smartest person in this village. He even knows factorizations that you don't know. The professor is scary when she's angry, but when I know the answer, she's happy too. Lloyd isn't any good at school, but he's the strongest in the village. He saved me when I was attacked by monsters. Colette, she's always falling down and stuff, but she never cries. She doesn't cry even when it hurts. Colette is really grown up. Everyone. Rain? Shut up, you children! Go away! Those children understand the truth much better than you. Who do you think you are? And it's not just you. Everyone shoved all the responsibility on the Chosen and Lloyd and the others. What have you done? You haven't done anything. We are powerless. Yes. But even powerless, we can still aid the Chosen and her companions when they return exhausted to this village. Mayor, your words are so shallow that even a child can see through them. You say that you are powerless and force everything onto the Chosen. But when push comes to shove, you turn and blame her? That's just too much. Forcystus is dead. There are no more restrictions upon this village. We will take in the Chosen and her companions and the people from the ranch. And Mayor, we're not going to let you say a word about it. Yeah! Everyone, are you sure? I'm a half-elf, remember? But you were raised in this village. And Lloyd is like a member of this village, too. Thank you, everyone. Fine. Do what you want. I must apologize, too. What? You saved me, and yet I couldn't bring myself to accept it. I heard at the ranch about how you were kind to Grandma. Thank you. Thank you, Chocolat. I'll always remember Marble for the rest of my life. And thus, Chocolat was finally redeemed. Oh my goodness, all of that buildup came to that moment. I love that. I love what she says to the mayor and makes him just eat it. Oh my god, I can't stand the mayor. Out of anything in this entire game, I really freaking hate that mayor. Okay, so yeah, we just keep going dot with that. So, now everyone's a little bit more happy to see us. The mayor looks sad and lonely. I wonder if we overdid. Heck no! You wanted to throw us back out. Excuse me? Does this mean that he's not the mayor anymore? Like, I think this lady should be the mayor. Did you hear her? She really stuck it to him too. The real challenge starts now. Don't give up, Chosen One. She's not here, just letting you know. She's still asleep. I'll leave the practical jokes to me. I'll make sure every day in Iselia is exciting. I'm sorry, we only thought about ourselves. Despite everything, despite all of my complaining and fun poking I've had through this entire time in this village, I really gotta say I like how this wraps up. How everyone has that moment of doubt and kind of does start shifting the blame onto Colette. But as soon as you see like how ugly that really is in the mayor in concentrated form, everyone's just like, I don't got time for that. No. This is terrible. The way that he's treating her and the way he's handling the situation is completely wrong. And then from there, everyone's attitudes change, and no matter who you talk to now, there you go. It's best for everyone to get along. I love that so much. And now, Rain is visiting her old home. Professor, what is it? No, it's nothing. No, never mind. Perhaps this village has some hope left for it after all. I was really looking forward to you chewing out the mayor. I'm not stupid enough to waste my time lecturing pigs. Well, my apologies. Ooh. Sick burn after all is said and done. Alright, we got Rain back, and now we have a character skit. Small first step. I'm so glad the people of the village accepted you, Genus. But the mayor, who cares about the mayor? Just leave idiots like him alone. There's always stubborn people like that. All we can do is just work to change those around us little by little. Then Iselia was our first little step. For me, it was a great leap forward. Huh? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Aw, she's still hurting. Still hurting. Alright, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here now that we're finally accepted into our hometown again. Next time, we're gonna go back and check on the Chosen and see how she's doing. But first, we're gonna view this other character skit. Is it my fault? Is it my fault? Do you mean Colette? If I hadn't made that key crest, Colette wouldn't have wound up like this. And instead, she would still have no heart. No, if you hadn't saved her, Colette would have been killed by Crucius as a tool for Martel's resurrection. Well, that's true, but I don't want there to be any sacrifices. I don't want anyone to suffer. That way of thinking is not wrong. But you must deal with the frustration of the fact that sometimes you are forced to make a choice. Lloyd, take responsibility for the choices you have made. You're too harsh, Professor. The reason I say such harsh things is that I believe you will overcome them. You are strong, Lloyd. I keep talking about themes and characters and how much I appreciate that in this game, how every character has their own little arc. Like, Persea is all about forgiveness. Rain still has something eaten at her. Regal is forgiving himself. I think Lloyd is all about internal strength. And like Rain said, owning up to your own decisions and taking responsibility. There's so many undertones and overtones about what makes a person and what kind of experiences they have to have through life and how to learn from them. It's kind of interesting because something I always say to people in general, as I talk to them, like to friends and to people I just see along the way, I always tell people that life is all about learning and life is all about experience. And I find it really interesting. Oh, hello Colette. Hello Kratos. I find it really interesting that this game in particular really does reflect that in a way. Life is all about the journey and the experiences that shape you along the way. And we're seeing that a lot in all of the character interactions that we're having along the way. Just a little food for thought. I just thought about that with that last character skin, and I was like, oh, well, you know, that's true. Lloyd is having his own little piece of growth as well. So, with that, we're finally going to go ahead and wrap things up here. And next time, we're gonna go and join Kratos and Colette at the village entrance. And you know what? You guys keep living and keep learning. MasaeAnela out.